Hey there folks, welcome to this video, and here I'm going to be talking about the WRC, and I'm going to be talking about Hyundai Motorsport, and I'm going to be talking about the rumours that we had of a satellite team. Now, this was something that was supposed to be happening under the normal kind of calendar, should we have still had that. Of course, Rally Portugal was meant to happen this weekend just gone, and we were supposed to see the kind of debut for this Hyundai BTeam, which was going to be, supposedly, like Hayden Paddon, Craig Breen, Andreas Mikkelsen, and Pierre-Louis Loubet. Because they have all been retained by Hyundai, but they weren't going to be given drives in the main team. Now, Paddon was supposed to be doing like a half season, and so was Loubet. We know this because of what Paddon said, but also because the FFSA has said that Loubet was getting a part-time program with a World Rally Car this season. And, of course, Craig Breen has been kind of kept on retainer with Hyundai, and Mikkelsen supposedly has as well. I mean, he was doing a lot of tyre tests, for example. So, could it be that this B-Team might still happen? I think that it could. Just because the amount of drivers I've named here, we've got 3 that haven't started with Hyundai this season, which make a total of 8 drivers in their roster. And that's kind of excluding the Nikolai Gryajan and the Ole Christian Baby they have in their WRC2 team. Now, of course, one other team out of the 3 has been bringing in multiple drivers already, Toyota. We had Latvala entered as a private entry, and we also had Takemoto Katsuta, which means that they've already done 5 cars once this season, and they will be rumoured to be, well, I mean, they've confirmed they're going to be doing it again for Rally Finland. So, could it be that Hyundai will do the same thing? I'm not so sure. Like I said, they probably are in the best place to do something like that, given the amount of budget they have. But, at the same time, we have to think about the rounds we've got left. We've currently got 5 confirmed rallies to be left. That's New Zealand, Turkey, Germany, GB, and Japan. We've also got the rumoured returns for Argentina and Sardinia. Now, 4 of these are European or considered European. That is Sardinia, that is Turkey, that is Germany, and that is GB. I say that because Turkey is essentially on the kind of Europe and Asia border. And I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to run a satellite team in those events, because, say, Japan and New Zealand have flyaways, and the same with Argentina. And each of these rallies kind of has their own challenge. I mean, I'd say that Sardinia and Turkey are kind of the same. They're both kind of car-breaking events, but at the same time, Germany is a tarmac rally, and GB is typically quite muddy. I mean, I went to GB last year, and that's what it was like. It's highly likely they might run some kind of satellite team for those events, and given the kind of drivers they have in their roster, it would be a good idea. I mean, Paddon's gone well in Turkey before, so has Mikkelsen, they've both gone well in GB, so has Craig Breen. Loubet did quite well last season with some of these rounds in WRC2, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they then decided this is what we're going to do. It would be a bit easier if we still had more European events, because I don't see them necessarily doing New Zealand with a satellite team, though I do potentially see them putting Hayden Paddon in the 3rd car, as in no Sordo, no Loeb, but Paddon instead, because, well, it's his home rally, and that would be a big PR boost for them to have him there. And they could potentially bring him in for Japan or a rescheduled Argentina if that means they could help with the title battle. I mean, that's what we've seen with Hyundai before. That's why Craig Breen got given the call-up for such rallies as GB last year, because they noticed that he was going to be able to perform quite well, and he's happy to play the kind of team role. I think that'll probably be a prerequisite if it does happen, that they'll have to be doing something like that. It's at times like these that I would have hoped that we still had some kind of Citroen team. Of course, Citroen withdrew at the end of last year, blamed Sebastian Ogier for that reason, for their reasons for leaving, and then said, hey, any privateer team with enough money can enter our cars. I would love that I would love that to be the case, because, for example, you've got Germany on the list, you've got GB, and I mean, Citroen hasn't necessarily performed well in those events, but if they were allowed to do it with the aero upgrades we saw being tried out at the end of last year, that could have been really fun. It really could have been. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I personally think that it would be likely that Hyundai would run these at the remaining European events, but I don't see it so much with the flyaways. I know that Hyundai are quite good at negotiating their contracts. I mean, we saw that when they put Mickelson down to a part-time deal. So, what do you think? Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.